this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. This is the campfire version so that you can play this one solo. We're going to learn that cool horn lick on the guitar, and I'm going to show you how to build up to that classic country rhythm. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin, and this is Maggie May, our official mascot. My wife Vicki is in the house.
Hello.
She's behind the camera. Let's get started on this great Johnny Cash tune. For this amazing country tune, we're going to need to know 3 chords. The first one's a G chord. And you can actually play this one ever how you like. I will pretty much be using the 4-finger G. You may want to play it this way because there's going to be a C chord coming up and it makes that change a little easier. But while you're watching this video, I'll probably be doing this a lot. Then we have that C chord. And finally a D chord. Just 3 chords and the truth is all you need to play this song. So let's talk about the rhythm first. So before we get to the cool horn part and into the song, we really need to nail this rhythm. And I cannot stress enough that you need to go slowly at first. So we're going to kind of go through a progression here. We're going to do some down strums, then we're going to work in the bass note, and then some bass down up strums, which is really the sound we're going for. So let's just practice with these 3 chords, this G, C, and D. The first thing I want you to get used to doing is just 4 down strums on each chord. C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. Just want to get used to doing some nice steady quarter notes on these chord changes. And then next we're going to work in the bass or root note, and that's going to change a little bit depending on these chords. This G, it's really easy to remember. G, 6th string. C, 5th string. And D, 4th string. So for the next kind of level, get used to doing a bass down strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C, 5th string root. D, 4th string root. And then finally we're going to add in one more strum. We're going to add in an up strum. So we're going to go from this to this. Start out slowly. You're going to start out slow and build up your speed to go as quickly as you can before you break it, and then you're going to kind of start over. If you find this lesson helpful and you would like to help us out as well, we would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, and that way you can never miss a lesson. That's my best advice here. So we move from this to this, and now we're doing bass down up. C on the 5th string, D on the 4th string. Slowly increase your speed. The concept is very easy. The speed comes with time, so don't stress about being quick, because when you listen to the song, we'll talk about palm muting next. Going for that boom chugga, boom chugga, boom chugga, boom chugga. That train sound that we all love with Johnny Cash. So don't stress about the speed at first. That's going to come with time. Get used to the bass down strums and just slowly work up your speed. Now I like to, you don't have to, but I like using my palm to mute the bass or root note of each chord. You're going to do this by taking the fat part of your palm. You're going to place it directly on your strings. Now you're going to have to experiment a little bit. There's a sweet spot for all guitars. You don't want to be too close to the sound hole because you'll get this kind of janky, no good sound. You want to find this kind of sweet spot where you get the note or the chord muted, but you can still hear Still hear it. And I like that for the bass part. So you go from this to this. I'm only kind of muting the bass note. I'm letting those high strings ring out. What I meant by breaking it, you'll get to a point where you can go fast enough to where the point where you just kind of go off the rails, so to speak, and then just kind of, that's okay. That's kind of what you're gonna kind of train your muscles and your brain to do. So for the verse of this song, and this bass down up strum really becomes the kind of basis for the whole thing. So that's why you want to work on that first. But the verses for the song, you have a G, C to G. Now the G gets 3 of those bass downs. C gets 1, back to the G. So a quick change to that C, that's why you may want to play it that way. It's up to you. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do G 3 times, D 1 time, back to the G. So the chorus is G is a C, G, and a G, a D, G, G, by C, G, G, into a D, G. And stick around, we'll put all this together and do a little playthrough at the end of the lesson.
When are you going to do the beginning part?
The cool horn part,
Yeah.
we're gonna do the verse and the chorus, and then I'll show you that cool horn section to play on here.
Cool.
All right. So get really used to the bass down up, and like I said, go slow if you need to at first. Work your way up to the speed of the record. It's just G's alternating with C's and D's. The C's and D's are quick, and that gets you the verse. And then on to the chorus. We're going to do a little, we're going to walk up into the chorus. That just means you're playing notes going up the scale. So at the end of that verse with the I fell into a ring of fire. I fell in. So the walk up is 5th string, 2nd fret with your index, 5th string, 3rd fret with your middle, 5th string, 4th fret with your ring. And then it goes to a D chord. Remember that D is a 4th string root, so you have I fell into a burning ring of fire, that part. It's a walk up into the D for 4 strums or 4 patterns. C for 2, G for 2. Repeat that. D for 4, C for 2, G for 2. Then we get into this, you can just play a G chord here. Burns, 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 that part. If you want to get a little fancier, you can do 6th string down up, 5th string down up, 4th string down up. And if you listen to the record, it kind of matches in with this. So if you like, you can do this, and it burns, burns, burns. It's just the G chord. Then a C, 1 time to a G, 3 times. And then D 1 time, back to that G 3 times. So let's talk about the cool horn section, kind of mariachi band going on in this song. Unless you've got folks sitting around the campfire with you who brought their horns with them, this works really good on a guitar as well. So it's the, plays it in the intro. And he also kind of plays it kind of in between like the verse and the chorus. He also plays that line like at the end of each verse line. So it's kind of sprinkled throughout the song. Now it takes place mostly on 1 string. We're going to start here on the 5th string again. And it's that same little... We use that little walk up to get from the verse to the chorus. We're going to use it at the beginning of this lick too. So you have 5th string 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to go to an open 4th string. Down, up, down, up, down. And I recommend you pick it that way. It helps you go a little faster. You could try it all down picks, but I like down, up, down, up, down. And then back to the, or onto the second fret of that fourth string, third fret of the fifth string, open fourth string. That's the first half of the lick. I'll just call out the frets. 2, 3, 4, open, 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 2, 3, open. And then part 2 takes place all on this fifth string. You're going to use your index finger here on the fifth string, second fret, down, up, down, up, down, third fret, open fifth string, and on the second fret of the fifth string. So putting it all together, so after each lick, you're going to go back to that G chord doing that bass down up pattern. So it's time to put all of this together. And again, this is kind of the beginner version. There's a lot of things you can do to be a little fancier with this song. You can alternate which bass note you're using for each chord. But for this version, I think it gets a long way just to do the bass down up. That is a great way to start. So grab your guitar, make sure you're in tune. I'll count us in. I'm going to play the intro, first verse, and chorus. All right? So 3, 2, 1. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desires. I fell in a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire, went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Add that one to your set list, entertaining your friends and family around the campfire with this one, guaranteed hit. To learn 3 more must-know guitar songs on the acoustic guitar, check out this lesson next. And as always, remember, Vicky, Maggie, and I very much appreciate your views and support here on YouTube. Until the next lesson, remember, you're never too old to learn.